When do you think we'll see the cooler temperatures? Halloween, maybe?
I know, Jade. Unfortunately, that's one of my headlines coming up in a second. It looks so pretty outside. It almost looks like you could step out and maybe it would feel like fall, but no big cold front is on the way, at least for a while. We've been looking at the long range forecast. You know, after you go out about 7, especially toward 10 plus days, models tend to become less reliable, of course, but even in the models, it's kind of hard to detect when we're going to be getting our next front. It's going to be mainly dry, though, at least into the weekend and next week. Pretty nice, but kind of gradually warming. We are warm right now in the lower 80s, and looking at that dew point we've talked about, the dew point right now in New Orleans is at 70. So that's right on the range where it's starting to feel pretty humid. Now notice our dew point forecast over the next few days. Kind of hovering upper 60s to about 70, so not very different from where we are right now. That's in the maybe not too bad to slightly humid kind of range. So again, it's going to be dry. We're going to have some sun and things like that, but still a bit warm and still a little bit humid. The front that passed through yesterday morning is off to the east of us and still kind of stalled, wrapping the rain around this upper low, which has been parked off to our north. So in the upper pattern around the low, again, for us is this drier flow from the north, but still moist and a lot of wet sort of rain conditions expected from Atlanta south to Florida as it sort of stays parked for a while, eventually drifts north, and we see a high building in by this weekend. But around the high, notice that this is still dry flow for our area. So that's why we're still looking for pretty low rain chances, or even almost no rain chances into the weekend and early next week. The high will tend to warm us up a bit, though. Looking at that 3-day rainfall forecast, of course, it's all clustered off to the east of us. For us, a little token, maybe 0.1 inch included for some of our area, but mostly we're going to be dry aside from maybe a stray shower over the next week or so. Our high today, maybe about 84, mostly sunny conditions. For those of you in Chauvin, you can look for our temperatures again, 83, 84. No rain, fairly comfortable into tonight, but not really that very dry feel. Our lows north 64. South of the lake, maybe about 69 or 70. And here's our model wanting to put in a couple of showers. Just don't think we're going to see all that much. If anything, it would just be a stray shower. 9 p.m. we're in the 70s, and then by early tomorrow, here we are, 60s for the most part, maybe a bit warmer in the 70s along the coast. And then tomorrow during the day, very similar, looking for mostly sunny skies, humidity about the same, and our temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. At least in the tropics, we've been keeping an eye on that because it is still October. We are in hurricane season until officially November 30th. Only spot is that same thing we've been talking about, just some clouds and showers out here off the southeast coast of the U.S., north of the Bahamas. That will drift off to the northeast. Very low chance of actually developing in the next few days. And that's all there is out there. No more named storms, no active tropical systems in the Atlantic, and we're not looking for development this week. So at least we have everything quiet in the tropics. At least we don't have hurricanes. This time last year, remember, we were thinking about Delta. Hurricane Delta was going to be an issue for this week. And instead, we don't have anything going as far as the tropics goes. It will be warming up, though. You can see by the weekend, middle to upper 80s and mainly dry all the way through the next 7 days or so. We'll be right back.